Black on black hate, the conversation nobody wants to have in public because it sounds like betrayal, it sounds like disloyalty, it sounds dangerous. But let's be honest, this is not about personal animosity, it's political. It is born of a system that has pitted the oppressed against each other. Divide and rule, fragmentation, competition over scarce resources. These are not accidents. This is a design that has been perfected over centuries. And in post apartheid South Africa, the architecture of that system still lingers. Because when Black communities compete for jobs, tenders, or political patronage, the fight is not just for survival, it's for proximity to power. Because proximity to power is treated as a prize, it is treated as a scarce commodity. That's why we see it. Politicians undermining fellow Black leaders, communities pitting against each other over state resources, and media narratives amplifying scandals over solutions. It's a system where unity is dangerous and fracture is profitable, where solidarity is risky, but suspicion is the safest currency. And yet, this dynamic is met with the same excuse. You should support your own. Yes, you should, but supporting your own doesn't mean blind loyalty to incompetence, corruption, and exploitation. Black on black hate is not natural, it is manufactured. It is the predictable outcome of a political economy that rewards competition over collaboration, that rewards visibility over substance. And if we are being honest, the greatest threat to Black progress today is not external, it is internalized scarcity, the belief that in order for one of us to win, one must lose. And until we dismantle that belief system, until power is structured to uplift collectively, not select individually, we will continue to fight each other. And while the system quietly thrives. And that, my friend, is the cruelest form of oppression. Our own hands working against us. One tender, one vote, and one headline.
Insukwini ezedlule, uPremier waseGauteng okubaba uPanyaza Lesufi umemezele ukuthi i-EFF isizoba ingxenye ye-Government of Provincial Unity la eGauteng. Ngakho uzothatha udunga lombona ku-screen sakho amenze angazi u-MEC1, anginasiqiniseko kodwa sizothola la kulamavili engizowacaphuna. Ekukhulumeni kanjalo kuvele inkulumo eziningi ezehlukahlukeneyo. Kwaze kwavela ngisho ukunganami kuFloyd Shivambu we-Africa Mayibuye. Yingakho ngiqala ngale video kaRiranzo lalo sizoqala ekuqaleni. Wathi black on black hate inkinga enkulu ekhona phakathi kwethu. Thina njengabantu abamnyama asikwazi ukucollaborate sisebenzisana. Kodwa kunalokho sifuna ukukhompyutha noma isidingo singekho. Asinawo lento ukuthi uma kuwina omunye wethu kufanele ukuthi sesiwine sonke ngoba umnyama njengathi. Kunalokho sifuna ngathi kungawina mina noma uma kuwina wena omunye usehlulekile. Inkinga ekhona makufanele ngabe siyababongela. Angeke ufune ukugxeka umuntu engakaqali ngisho ukungena entweni, engakaqali ngisho ukusebenza bese ufuna ukumgxeka. Ngizwe nama-journalist uma eqeda ku-announce embuza ukuthi imaphi ama-qualifications anawo ne-experience anayo. Waphendula ngempendulo engiyithandile uPremier waseGauteng, angiqale ngaye futhi.
With you, because I don't want to be disappointed. When one Minister of Agriculture was appointed, did anyone ask his qualification? When one Minister of Infrastructure nationally, who's currently the Minister of Public Works, did you ask his qualification? Just because Tunga has a different skin color, we should reduce his appointment to qualifications or capabilities. It's very unfair. If we're consistent on everyone, I'll be fine. I don't mind. If we're consistent of people that occupied various positions at the national government, I'll be fine, provincial government. This thing that when we have a different political opinion with the person that is occupying, you must hunt for weaknesses and go and dig for negativity, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. Give him a chance to prove in his responsibilities. And to lead a political office, I can be a Minister of Health by tomorrow. I can be Minister of Education. I can be Minister of Social Development, because it's a political office backed up by professionals and people that are assigned that particular task. And this sudden questioning of credentials of other people because They don't belong to the Democratic Alliance or any other party. We have never started the Democratic Alliance. And that's shameful. That it's only those that don't belong or don't have a certain skin color. Their credentials must be questioned, their standing must be questioned, but if it's any other individual, those questions. There's an MEC for finance in KZN. Did anyone ask if his credentials? No. Why? It comes from the DA. 2 is white. But if it's not coming from the DA, it's not white, then that particular person is not fit and proper. It's wrong.
Agasela Mzobe we-MK Party ubhale kanje, hate him or like him, Comrade Panyaza is the only leader in the ANC who doesn't fear white people and the DA only. Funa ukhuluma into eningi ngoba ngijahe ukuya lapha kwiletha ekhishwe i-Africa Mayibuye ekhombisa ukungenami ngokubekwa kukaDunga kule position abekwe kuyo.
Will be led by Inkatha Freedom Party through Mr. Bonginkosi Dlamini. The Department of Education, Sports, Arts, Culture and Recreation will be led by the African National Congress through Mr. Isaac Lebogang Maile. The Department of Transport, Roads and Logistics will be led by the African National Congress through the appointment of Kidiboni Dialetlavela. The Department of Finance will be led by the Economic Freedom Fighters through the appointment of Mr. Nkululeko Dunga as the MEC. The Department of Economic Development, Agriculture and Rural Development will be led by Rise Mzansi through the appointment of MEC Ramokopa. The Department of Health and Wellness will be led by the African National Congress through the appointment of Faith Mazibu. The appointment of Human Settlement will also be led by the African National Congress through Tasnim Motara. The Department of Environment will be led by the Patriotic Alliance through the appointment of MEC Porter. The Department of Social Development will also be led by the African National Congress through the appointment of MEC Norman Tunkomo Ralohu. The Department of Infrastructure and Development, as well as COCTA, will be led by MEC Jacob Mamabule. It is these changes that we believe will strengthen stability in our province and accelerate service delivery. Our mission remains one, to fix local government, fight crime, grow the economy of Gauteng, and ensure that each and every citizen in our province get the necessary services that they require.
Lethi Africa Mayibuye ikhiphe ngomhla ka-1 ku-April 2026. Isihloko sithi The Africa Mayibuye Movement in Gauteng condemns Panyaza's Lesotho political patronage-driven governance. Ifundeka kanje. The Africa Mayibuye Movement in Gauteng notes the recent appointment of new members of the Executive Council, MECs, by Premier Panyaza Lesotho, alongside the tabling of approval of the provincial budget. While these decisions carry profound implications for governance and service delivery, they regrettably reflect a continuation of political expediency over ethical leadership and administrative competence. The Premier, who reduced the water crisis in the city of Johannesburg into a joke, has once again failed to restore a public confidence in governance. Instead, he exposed the ANC continued obsession with the factional survival, patronage networks, and internal conference battles, all the expenses of the people of Gauteng. We strongly condemn the blunt political schematics between the ANC and the EFF, where government positions are increasingly weaponized to settle political scores and consolidate power blocks. This undermines the very essence of democratic governance and reduces public office to a bargaining chip multi-party battles. The redeployment of Nomantu Nkomo Relehoko is glaring indictment on this administration. Her tenure in the health portfolio was nothing short of disastrous, characterized by systematic failure and collapse in confidence. Even more alarming is the resurrection of provincial chairperson of the EFF, Kululeko Dunga, whose track record in local government raises serious questions about his suitability to high office, having been rejected at the municipal level for what the very same ANC experience it describes as non-performance, including mishandling of a 51.2 billion rand budget and a failure to implement practical revenue enhancement measures. Open quotes, his deployment to the provincial legislature is nothing short of recklessness. Entrusting him now with oversight links to even larger budget of 179.2 billion rand is akin to rewarding failure and institutionalizing mediocrity. The people of Gauteng deserve ethical, capable and selfless leadership that places citizens at the center of governance. What we are witnessing here is a government that abandoned its mandate in favor of power control. The Africa Maibuye movement rejects this abuse of public office. We call for governance that is rooted in accountability, transparency, honesty, consequence management, and service delivery. Gauteng cannot and must not be governed as ANC conference project. It must be governed for its people. Close quotes. Total Freedom and Emancipation Now, issued by Africa Maibuye Movement, Gauteng Province. Babhalile ukuthi for inquiries ungathintana no-spokesperson wabo okuyi-Colette Ntshingila. Bafaka amanamba wakhe kanye ne-email address yakhe.
Of how the current vote that we're dealing with was aided and political, and to extent that in my first 3 months I had to encounter some of these challenges because I was elected unopposed by council, 16 parties, 224 councillors, who said to me, look, we have seen some of the difficulties, some of the regrets that the city has seen. We are actually putting an trust on you to actually lead the executive to take us out of this.
Let's unpack that. So you've removed Nkululeko Dunga from the finance position. Why did you remove him in clear terms? What was the reason for that? And what were the consequences for whatever?
Well, let's talk about one, for instance. When the ICT billing shortfall occurred, when the systems were actually changed, the billing systems, Kululeko Dunga was MC of Finance and ICT in the Gurube. That is a period of July 2023. And council raised in the first quarter, it was the first occurrence of the billing shortage. It was during that time. In October 17, council had a special council meeting in Ekurhuleni just to discuss billing challenges. In January, we had a problem with some of the adjustment budget in terms of how the monies were prioritized. That led to, in March, the mayor being removed and I was put in as a mayor. And there was a huge outcry when I then constituted a mayoral committee, of course, following the provincial framework. And then, put back the EFF. Everybody said to me, we can't put this particular leader because he has been overseeing some of this challenge. And I'm mentioning one. Today we're sitting with a huge revenue shortfall. We're sitting with ICT billing that have been, IT controls. We're sitting with vulnerabilities in terms of access and all that. These are things that are impacting on our. So I had to act decisively on that. I'm mentioning
So
why.
you
Ekhumbula indaba ye-EFF nobuholi base Ekurhuleni lapho athi uCIC angeke bayivotele ibudget ngoba uXhakaza ufuna ukubatshela ukuthi abalethe bani. uXhakaza akamfuni uDunga, ufuna nje i-EFF ilethe omunye umuntu, hhayi uDunga, njengoba ezama ukuchaza-ke izathu zakhe la. Kodwa-ke sizobona, only time will tell. Iyona nje into ezosilekelela kukho konke lokho okukhulunywayo. Sizobona khona ukuhamba kwesikhathi ukuthi ngabe Floyd u-right noma Floyd awukho right, ngabe Xhakaza u-right noma awukho right. uDunga unikiwe iportfolio manje. Sizobona phela ukuhamba kwesikhathi ukuthi inkinga kahle kahle ibikuphi. Kodwa uma engase enze kahle, ifike i-Auditor General ithi imnikeze i-clean audit, kuyobe kusho ukuthi inkinga ilapha Ekurhuleni, ayikho kuDunga. Kuyobe kusho ukuthi inkinga iku-Floyd, ayikho kuDunga. Kodwa kokwamanje ngeke sisho lutho. Sinikiwe iposition, uzohand over kuye, anikeze umsebenzi. And i-ANC izamkelile lezi nguquko ezenziwe. Hayi ngeke ngisakhona ukufunda iletha yakhona manje. Kodwa nje i-ANC nayo iyazamukela iy'nguquko ezenziwe nguPremier uPanyaza Lesufi, ngoba ekugcineni kosuku kufanele i-service delivery ifike ebantwini. Yona nje into ebalulekile ukuthi kuphethe bani, kwangaphatha bani, i-service delivery ifuneka ifike ebantwini. Abantu funeka bathole lokho kufuneka bakuthole ku-government. Mina nawe sidibane kwividiyo elandelayo. Ngiyacela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la ku-comment section, ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lolu daba esilixoxayo nje la. Kodwa nje into engiphatha kabi ukuthi thina asinakho ukwesekana, asikwazi ukushayela omunye izandla. Kunalokho sifuna ukumbuka amabala, sifuna ukumthola ukuthi unaliphi iphutha, sikhulume ngalo, asikwazi ukuncomana. Kodwa akusengcono uma kusenziwa amadoda bayazondana besifazane. Yo Nkosi yami, angiyeke futhi indaba yabo.